We're taking a look at hand-drawn art pieces inspired by nature.
TV6's Michael Sobek joins us live from 0 Degrees Art Gallery to see what this month's visiting artist has on display. Good morning again, Michael.
Good morning again, ladies. We're jumping right in because not only is this artwork absolutely stunning, but it's made with really simple materials. So I actually have the artist in question. I have Monica with me. It's good to see you this morning.
And nice to see you, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So give me a little bit of history, because you've obviously been doing art for quite a while. You were a teacher. How do you make all of these beautiful artworks and let alone draw them?
Well, I guess my inspiration comes mostly from nature, my own imagination, and of course other artists, modern artists plus ancient art, indigenous people's art. Those are very inspiring to me. So when I start a piece, depending on if it's flowers, for example, I take lots of pictures of my husband's garden with my phone, and I'll bring those something that's quite interesting to me, and I'll bring that in and put it onto my computer and play with the image. I might enlarge it or focus on a very small part like this one up here, which is the inside of an azalea plant. And then I will put that image on very heavy watercolor paper with graphite or pencil. Then I will erase that after I put tiny little dots with permanent markers on top of that. So that would be the beginning. Okay. And each of these is very well planned out because some of them take months and months to make.
A lot of time.
Colored pencil is a very translucent material, so you can have layer upon layer upon layer of color, and you get almost like a glazed feeling to it. Yeah. So with my imaginary things, like the polar bear here, that's one of the forms I really love. I love the shape and the form of penguins, polar bears, trees. I'll take an image and play around, get a good sketch, and then I'll put that on the heavy watercolor paper, same thing, but then I manufacture an environment for that creature to live in, or those creatures to live in. So that's kind of how they start.
That's insane. It's crazy to think that it takes months and months. But you mentioned some of the materials that are used to make this are really simple, and you actually have some of it behind you.
These are really simple. This is a picture. This is a close-up of a flower that's about this big around.
Oh wow.
Okay, so that's blown way up, and again, heavy watercolor paper, and then I choose a color palette. For this, it was mostly cool colors, a little bit of warm color in there. And then I start with the pencil. And once the pencil is finished, then I go ahead and I add metallic watercolors or acrylic paints to that. These are all very inexpensive things. So many different kinds of colored pencils. These are Prismacolors. And what makes them different is that some of the cores are very soft, and some are hard and permanent. Like these are from Switzerland, and they are they're permanent. So
absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Coming up in our next segment, we're actually going to talk a little bit more about how you guys can meet Monica and see some of her work in person. To you ladies.
Thanks a lot, Michael. I really want to see those pieces up close in person to see all of the detail. I mean, I can't believe months spent working on those Swiss pencils.
I love that. I know I want some too. I've been working on a unicorn picture on my desk, and I think
How's that coming?
Well, it doesn't look anything like Monica's art, and now I'm rethinking my entire coloring process.
You might just have to spend a couple more months on it. Take it outside.
I mean, I thought my 10 minutes on the unicorn hair was a big deal, but apparently not. Anyway, we might need to take our coloring outside because it's going to be a beautiful day.
It is. It is going to be a pleasant one. We'll talk about it and when maybe some 90-degree readings could occur coming up after the break.